Good morning and welcome to the first ever video from Dean Park Junction and Dean Park Station. As you can see, it's a loft layout, and as you can tell from my accent, I'm from north of the border, so the theme is very much ScotRail. Basically started from scratch, and since June I've been acquiring rolling stock and locomotives. The rolling stock passing me now is all Lima ScotRail Mark 3s and 2s, searched and hunted down on eBay, and I've got two Class 47s in ScotRail, one in red stripe, one in blue stripe. I've got a large logo 47, University of Leicester, which isn't here just now. I've got a Class 26, and I've just recently bought the Hornby blue small arrow Class 56. I hope to build on this over the next few months with Christmas coming up, etc. Now, the loft layout is 7 metres long by just over 3 metres, 3.5 metres wide. The baseboards are 2.5 foot wide down the sides, and down the side you're looking at now, I'm going to have a main line running. There's only one line laid just now. I'm going to have a raised area where all those boxes are, and that'll be a TMD. There'll be a raised section with the oranges, the orange paper, right the way around next to the lower section, and it will continue all the way along the back of, if we can move across here, the station section. Now, up the right hand side there will be the back scene obviously, and a raised section, and where you see all the tracks, if I zoom in a wee bit, will be a kind of Waverley station. And away along the end there, you see the tunnel mouth, that's the Scale Scenes tunnel mouth. Away along the end there will be the two tunnel openings taking you under the mound, as in Edinburgh would be. It's roughly laid out as a small scaled Waverley would be. Obviously space didn't allow me to do every platform, but there will be 5 actual platforms there, including a raised section at the back, as I've said, which will be a main line which will be electrified, probably using DAPL catenary. The 3 lines coming round here, obviously the main line. 2 will continue around where the Class 47 is now, and 1 will branch off and go under the TMD in quite a lengthy tunnel. That's the hope just now anyway. I'll take you along the other end. Excuse me just now, we're going underneath. Say along here will be the TMD and a raised area where all the cork is just now, and that will continue for about 3 metres. And the 2 main lines here, and 1 obviously will run underneath here where my hand is. That will be under the TMD of a tunnel, and it will join it at the end again where the soldering iron is. I'll take you up there. The plan is here that this is the one that goes under TMD, and you'll have this branching in to the 2 main lines, the up and down line, up line, at the moment running the wrong way round. And round here we have again another branch. Again at the back where the drill is, there'll be a raised section with an incline which will come down off the main line and branch onto this. This is to allow the trains on the upper level to get to Waverley Station. There'll be a similar setup at the other end. This is very much my Waverley Gardens, albeit in a small scale. I'll have maybe a scenic break tunnel there. The trains will come in and branch out slightly there, and the 2 tunnels where the Class 47 is now will take it under the mound, which will be a town stroke city area. I don't know quite to put here yet. I'd quite like to put Edinburgh Castle, but as you can see I've not got a lot of space. So basically that's a wee tour of Dean Park Junction, and here will be Dean Park Station. All the points so far have been electrified. It's a DCC layout using a Hornby Elite. All the points using Pico point motors and accessory switches, and I've basically wired them in from day one. I've positioned the track, and as I've laid it, basically I've tested it and then used the point motors. Being a wee bit naive, last time I had a layout I was about 15, and now I'm, well, let's just say 20 years older. the price of things is just astronomical. There's my switchboard so far from my points. That's the east end of the Dean Park station, and that is the west end. As you can see here, I've put a little grid together so far. I'll probably laminate that when I've finalised, but that will be Dean Park station. Obviously you've got the two dead end platforms where the Class 47 push-pull that's going past now will eventually go. Up the very top there under Dean Park station title you've got the main line, which will be electrified, which will take Class 91s and an HST. When eventually Hornby re-release the Swallow one, I'll be sure to snap that one up. And down the very bottom there, obviously you've got your little siding, possibly a platform for a DMU or a Super Sprinter as we had them up in Scotland. There is my control unit. I've got the programming track at the back there, and I've even had to make myself a small thermometer just to show you today. It doesn't even register on the scale because at the moment it's about 2 degrees outside and I think it's about 2 degrees warmer in here, so my hands are probably frozen to this camera. That's basically a quick introduction. Don't expect it finished in the next year. Don't expect it to finish in the next 5 years, because I mean, I'm not rushing it. I've read many magazines and watched many YouTube videos, Everard Junction being one of the main ones. He's been a great help with tips and suggestions, and as I say, there's no rush. The joy is in the journey, as they say, but I'm glad to get trains running around it before Christmas. As I say, I've been working on it 6 months now, in between family life, and bloody hell, it's cost a fortune to convert this place and for all the rolling stock. These coaches here, sometimes I paid up to £30 on eBay per coach. Now, bearing in mind they're a 1989, 1990s catalogue unit with no flush glazing, but let's say they look pretty good. I've got copious amounts of them now to run about 3 push-pulls, and really you've got to be on your wits with eBay to snap them up. They are rare. So there we go, I've got Charles Rennie Mackintosh going past here, and that is a limited edition from Rails of Sheffield. I bought that in a twin bundle with the Queen Mother, 47, Class 47, that's an Intercity Red stripe, and I hope to add to my collection, obviously Class 47's title. The clues in the title of my YouTube name are my favourite class, and I hope to add Sir Walter Scott to that. The push-pull one just released from Bachmann, and Firefly, the Swallow Class 47 livery. It's a bit unfortunate that Hornby don't do the Mark II in Swallow. Well, they did this year, but the colour of the lower side beige was custardy yellow and frankly awful, so I just didn't bother buying them. So I hope to add a very Scottish scene with the rolling stock. Plenty Class 26s, plenty Class 27s, Class 47s, Class 101 DMUs. I've got a Class 153 Super Sprinter, and as I say, this section here will be Waverley. There'll be a large roof over it. That's from Scale Scenes, their large roof layout. I've bought that. And you see in the background there, I've started the platforms from Scale Scenes. That's just a rough mock-up just now to see how it fitted, and they will run, as I said, where the wooden block is here, there, and one there, and the roof will arch there, and I'll put a large station building if I can fit it there. I'm not quite certain to do that. I'm tight for space down this side, and I want obviously car park access, a bridge at the end, scenic break, road bridge, etc. And along the back here, my back scenes will be all the way around with that. That at the moment is 12 inches high. I'm hoping to make it 15-inch high, because international models do good back scenes, photographic ones, and I'm intending putting that there. And again, some low relief office blocks, flats along the back there as we build into the city at the corner. Very much a work in progress, as you've seen. I'm going to have to go now because my video is running out of battery, but I hope to be posting updates as they happen. I say I've done the main bit, which was to lay a track round for running trains by Christmas, and the next really area I'm going to focus on is more tracks running around in the lower level, and then we'll get stuck into making these Scale Scenes items for the station, and we'll take it from there. Hope hope you've enjoyed the first video from Dean Park. I hope to see you again, and please subscribe if you like this video. Thank you.